I call Carol Beaumont.
Thank you very much, Mr Chair. I rise to speak on clauses 1, 2 and 3 as well. And I think that the title is important, and I do want to acknowledge the point that Grant Robertson said, that I think, including the words "and apprenticeships" in the title is a good thing. But the fact of the matter is that another irony about this bill is, on the back of reviewing industry training, on the back of some really hard yards that have been undertaken by industry training organisations to look at how they need to function to go forward and provide industry training and apprenticeships that we need as a country, we desperately need as a country, what is happening with this particular bill will undermine their ability to do that, will undermine the industry bit of industry training.
That's right.
That's the irony here, because instead of industry training organisations providing industry training, we will now have corporate training. We will fund, as Dr Woods has said, we'll put public monies into organisations other than industry training organisations to provide industry training. Now, the fact of that is that what that will lead to is not industry training, but training that will be relevant to the particular business that is undertaking it. And we know what that looks like. That will be training that is specific to the particular ways that that business operates, the particular needs and machinery and technology that they use, and not to what is needed across the whole industry. And the real risk for the people undertaking the training is that they won't end up with qualifications that they will be able to take with them in the industry. They will end up with qualifications that are narrowly focused on particular businesses. And I do think it is absolutely vital that people understand what is being suggested here, because we know, we would all agree that there is real skill shortages in this country. And Labor has long been a party that stands for skill training, that stands for apprenticeships, because we understand and know, as do most New Zealanders, just how vital those trades and technical skills are. How important are they for our manufacturing industry? How important are they for us in terms of building and construction or infrastructure development? For example, those are some of the areas, and we've got massive skill shortages. And we need industry training and apprenticeships to fill those skill shortages. And that's what supposedly this bill is about. And there was a real opportunity, and it's been missed. And I think that is a crying shame. When this government came in 2008, there was a skills strategy in place. There had been work undertaken. It had involved industry. It had involved Business New Zealand. It had involved the Council of Trade Unions. It had involved various government agencies, the Tertiary Education Commission, the Ministry of Social Development, a whole number of people looking at what was needed for skills across all of our industries. And what was the first thing that the government did with that? Well, they chucked it out. And then they said, let's not bother meeting anymore to talk about these things. Let's not talk about a skills strategy for this country. Now, this bill could have provided an opportunity to strengthen industry training and apprenticeship. We could have had some consensus on that. And I would urge the Minister or any of the members opposite who know about this bill to answer why that opportunity has been deliberately missed. Why is it that instead of strengthening industry training organisations, instead of saying what do we need as a skills strategy at an industry level and across the whole country, why is it that instead we have a bill that undermines industry training organisations, that starts a path of privatising industry training and removes the ability of industry training organisations to provide a leadership role in their industry? Why? Nobody across the other side of the House is willing to answer any questions in this. It is just appalling. This is vitally important for our country. Mr Chair, Mr Chair, Mr Chair, Mr Chair.
Jamie Lee Ross.
I move that the question be now put.
Here, Sue Moroney.
Thank you for the opportunity to take a call on the committee stage.